Hello everyone and welcome to my Royal Family Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. King Charles will have a very rough time in his first Balmoral summer without Queen Elizabeth II, according to reports. King Charles and Queen Camilla are ready to carry on Queen Elizabeth II's tradition of spending several summer months in Scotland, but the king may struggle. According to reports, King Charles will have a very difficult time going to Balmoral this summer for the royal family's first trip since Queen Elizabeth II's death. The King and Queen Camilla will carry on the royal custom of gathering the family at the Scotland estate, but this year will be quite different from the previous 70 years following the Queen's death. According to body language expert Darren Stanton, the King will be most affected. During her reign, the Queen would spend several months a year at Balmoral Castle in Aberdeenshire, which became known as the happy place of the monarch. The castle hosted the Queen's final days before her death on September 8 last summer. Mr. Stanton, speaking on behalf of Sligo, told Express.co.uk that this year will be most important as the family navigates royal life without the Queen. Balmoral was the Queen's favorite place to be, he continued. So I think the King will be the most affected, and whether he chooses to show his emotions in public or not, I think it's going to be a very difficult time. He'll find solace and comfort in being in comfortable surroundings knowing the Queen used to be there, he added, but he'll also experience great sadness. I believe the King will be the most affected. While the Queen used to stay at Balmoral until October, the King is scheduled to return to public engagements in a far shorter trip. The King is likely to visit Birk Hall on the estate's outskirts in July as the grounds, gardens and exhibitions are available to the public until August 16, implying that the royal family will not move into the castle until around a week after that. We expect the family to be together there in the summer, a royal source stated. However, the diaries are still being organized. Mrs. Stanton stated that Camilla will be paramount for the King as his rock this summer. Holidaying in Balmoral is inevitably going to have an element of sadness to it this summer, he wrote, with Camilla set to be a source of great solace to Charles. The 50,000-acre estate in Aberdeen's Dee Valley became a place for the family to get away from the public spotlight, explore the outdoors and ride horses on the grounds. Princess Eugenie, the Queen's granddaughter, stated the Queen is most happy there few years ago. I think she really loves the Highlands, she added. It's a beautiful base for us to visit Granny and Grandpa up there, where you just have room to breathe. Diana's eyes sparkled when she was at peace with her life on her 36th birthday. Just 2 months before her death in August 1997, Princess Diana celebrated her 36th birthday. While the mother of two endured a turbulent childhood as a young royal, a body language specialist declared that Diana appeared to be at peace when she celebrated her final birthday. Diana, Princess of Wales, would have turned 62 today on July 1, 2023. On her 36th birthday, the young Queen celebrated by attending a gala banquet honoring the Tate Gallery centennial. Diana's public appearance became famous not just for her eye-catching attire, a black evening gown by Jock Azagari, but also for the princess' upbeat demeanor. Following her formal divorce from King Charles, who was then Prince Charles, many people observed the royal's dazzling grin and radiant glow. According to Judy James, a body language specialist, the unforgettable moment represented young Diana making peace with her past. Judy stated exclusively to Express.co.uk that the sparkle in the former Princess of Wales' eyes demonstrated this. Throughout her marriage to Charles and beyond, Diana's eyes were the most expressive part of her body, showing her emotions like a mood board, she added. From the age of 19, she seemed to have a vulnerability and sadness expression as an ongoing option. Even when she smiled, that doe-eyed look was there as a backup. However, an image taken during the 1997 gala revealed a huge shift in Diana's life possibilities. By this time in her life, her eyes were sparkling and sustaining a congruent eye smile, the mannerisms expert added. Her chin is up here, rather than lowered in that signature she-dye look, and her confidence levels appear to be at an all-time high. It was as if she discovered her inner steel and grown into an independent woman instead of a young bride and tragic wife. Judy went so far as to say that everything about the young royal's attendance seemed planned, implying that the princess was hopeful. Everything about her here appeared to be her own choice, from the stunning dress to the sensational body shape after so many years of an eating disorder, and she appeared genuinely at peace with her past, she said. Her body positions had developed so far from the love-struck girl she used to be, with her arms held out from her torso to produce the key upturned V-gap under the armpits, which is a splay linked with genuine confidence. Her first official appearance after her engagement featured another revealing low-cut black dress that she had worn with awkward discomfort, but here she was clearly aware that every inch of her outfit flattered her in exactly the right way, and she was finally confident enough to pull it off. She appeared healthy, happy, and in control of her life. Charles is bored with a discourse, he sends a secret signal to his staff. According to a body language specialist, the king will make a slight motion that indicates when he wants the conversation to move on. According to a body language specialist, King Charles has a hidden signal he utilizes when he gets tired with talking. Ex-cop Darren Stanton has contributed commentary on shows ranging from This Morning to Judge Rinder. He'd has spent years studying the royal family's gestures, noting the tiny movements and mannerisms they use in various settings. From toying with his cufflinks to reaching inside his jacket, the human lie detector has investigated and deciphered various of Charles' idiosyncrasies. Just like the late Queen Elizabeth would signal to her aides to get me out of here, the king has a method of signaling that he has had enough of whatever he is discussing. Mr. Stanton claims that the new king may be seen reaching for his nose when he wants the dialogue to end. A move Charles tends to make quite a lot is he'll scratch his nose, he remarked on behalf of Betfair Casino. Just like the Queen, she had a signal with her assistants that if she had her handbag in her left hand and then switched it to her right, that meant get me out of here. Charles tends to reach for his nose when he is ready to move on from a conversation. According to royal historian Hugo Vickers, the royal family will often end a conversation with a joke. In 2011, he told People, "What they all do, the royal family, is try to find a quick joke to leave it on." King Charles has a fast ha-ha that allows him to interrupt the discourse. Mrs. Stanton stated that most of Charles' actions are related with his lack of confidence, with the king becoming a little stressed when he cannot see his wife. Little key indicators are when he plays with his cufflinks or the cuffs on his shirt and jacket, he explained. These are what are known as pacifying gestures, which are things we do to reassure ourselves. However, King Charles has evolved a bit over the years, and he has become more confident in himself, especially since becoming king, so we tend to see these gestures less and less. Similarly, in 2018, Judy James, a body language specialist, told the Pod Save the Queen podcast that Charles had a ritual of motions that are a sign of anxiety. He does 3 or 4 little movements in a ritual, she explained. Charles' grandparents performed the same ceremonies. He appears to have received a trick from both his grandfather and his mother, as he will do the pointless point to conclude a conversation. You know, when he's not quite enjoying himself, he does what's called the pointless point, she continued. Rather than engaging with things, he raises his index finger and points at nothing. The Queen has been doing it for years, and he has caught on. He chuckles as well, so we all think he's really happy, but to be honest, I don't think he's completely happy. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.